Shalom. Let's start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, and elders, great millstones, salutations. To those for let this pushing this truth, cross folk on earth, our faith, truth, and sincerity. Alright, I'm gonna want to buy back giving us sitting. I was going to, our Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, is gonna take down the so-called white man, East Sodomites, the ones in power, the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, he's gonna, destroy this wicked rulership that's ran by the so-called white people, red people, Edomites. Starting with the elites of Esau, Edom. The time of the so-called white man, Esau Edomites rulership, it's coming to an end. It's at the end. They ain't got much time left, much longer, for this place to keep going. For this wicked this wicked system to keep going. That was set up by the so-called white people, red people, Edomites. The Lord Yahweh gonna bring them down, with a great destruction, and it's gonna happen. The Lord Yahweh gonna return with the angels, so-called UFOs. He gonna crack those clouds, a dark-skinned man, he gonna be in his glorified, glorified, appearance, it's gonna, people gonna know that's the Lord, and then people gonna know that, that ran into this truth that the apostles and elders, brother, great ministers taught. They heard this truth on the internet or on the highways and byways. They gonna see that and know that, the apostles and the elders, brother, great ministers had the truth. When they see the Lord, dark skinned, tall, tall, glorified, being, in the glorified, in his glorified state, seeing the Lord, in all power, people gonna be, and like Scripture say, they're gonna be wailing, and like, oh, they ain't gonna know that's the Lord, so these so-called white people, East Edomites, the Lord gonna bring these devils down with a hard overthrow and a great destruction. So I'm gonna start with Isaiah 24:21. And it shall come to pass in the day, saith the Lord, Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So, it's gonna come to pass that the Lord Yahweh shall gonna punish the host of the high ones that are on high. So who's the ones that's on high and in power right now? They're sitting on top of, they got access to the to the earth, and they control and the resources and the money and this and that, right? And so-called white man East Edomites, the so-called white people, red people. Starting with the elites of Esau, the bankers, the ones that got, control over the earth. The Lord Yahweh gonna punish them. I say we definitely in those times not going forward. This so-called white man Esau Edomites kingdom is going down. I say these devils can't stop prophecy, man. They could try to escape their judgment, but they're not gonna get away. These devils got a lot to pay for, man. So-called white people, red people, Edomites. But go to Psalms 11:5. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So the Lord Yahweh, he gonna try the righteous. The only ones that gonna make it through all the trials, tribulations, in these times not going forward, the ones that gonna remain faithful to the Lord Yahweh and His truth is gonna be the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. Hopefully I'm part of the righteous number. But only the elect of Israelites gonna keep the faith in the Lord Yahweh and keep pushing His word, His truth. The apostles and the elders of brother great millstone had the truth, and the men of the Lord that have, that believe, That's the ones that's gonna make it. The elect. Israelites. Not all of the Israelites of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are not gonna make it. 2/3. Like I said, hopefully I'm part of the 1/3 and not the 2/3. But 2/3 Israelites that don't believe in the truth, the wisdom knowledge of the Lord Yahweh. The Lord Yahweh has set up, the apostles and the elders and brother great minister to teach. Those that don't believe in the truth of the doctrine of the word of the Lord are gonna be destroyed. So they're gonna be destroyed with the so-called white man Esau Edomites. Because the scripture said that those that join hand in hand, the wicked were not going to punish. So Lord Yahweh, he hate the wicked so-called white people, red people, Edomites, because they love violence. So-called white man, red man, Edomites, they love violence. It has not been no real true peace on the earth because of these devils in power, man. Because they been going to war. Ever since the so-called white people, Esau Edomites got in power, and been nothing but war and violence and unrighteousness, in the earth, man. Since they got in the power, because they don't follow the ways of the Lord Yahweh. They don't keep the sayings of the Lord, of the Bible. They do their own thing. They create their own wicked laws. They push out this false doctrine and confusion. Because the Lord Yahweh is not the author of confusion. The so-called white man Esau Edomites, the ones in power, they are the ones bring confusion and chaos, man. Like I say, got to start wars and bombing and going to other countries and killing, being deceptive, and killing, off, those that don't want to comply or don't want to make a deal with, with some type of resources in the country. So they go and take it by violence. That's how they got their rulership. The so-called white man Esau Edomites, the ones rulership got their kingdom right now that you see their rulership. The biggest system set up, they got it by way of violence, and that's how they're gonna go out. They came in, they kingdom came, they came in by way of violence. They got their kingdom, their rulership by way of violence, and they're gonna go out the same way by violence. Great destruction. They're gonna come by the Lord Yahweh Shah. Great death and destruction gonna come upon these so-called white people, Esau Edomites. Gonna come upon this wicked world, this wicked system, and those that are partakers of it, that trust in the so-called white man Esau Edomite system, they're gonna be destroyed with it. But the elect of so-called the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites not gonna it's not gonna trust in the so-called white man system, not gonna not gonna give into these wayward doctrine philosophies, and definitely when the MOTB, which is the CHIP, be made mandatory, the elect ain't gonna take it. But those that take it, you fully giving yourself over to so-called white people, Esau Edomites, and those that do that gonna be destroyed when the Lord Yahweh returns with the angels, so-called UFOs. So from there I go to Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. So hey, they're gonna be by way of the thermonuclear missiles gonna come down upon the so-called white people, Esau Edomites. This wicked rulership, this wicked kingdom. It's gonna come around. It'll come down raining on America, Babylon the Great. Different countries gonna get hit with missiles as well, but America, Babylon the Great gonna get most of it. The great whore. This place gonna get the great destruction by the Lord Yahweh, by the Lord Yahweh when he returns. It's gonna be a better. It's gonna be a worse. It's gonna be a worse destruction than during the time in Egypt, when the Lord, was with Moses and he led Israel out of Egypt, which is Mizraim, out of there, and brought down the Egyptians, but this time, it's gonna be, and like I said, the Lord name, the Lord was famous then, and the Lord Yahweh gonna be, he gonna make his name more famous again, in the earth once the Lord Yahweh returns with the church so-called UFO, and bring down the so-called white man East Sodomites, with the great destruction, by way of the thermal missiles and by the laser beams of the so-called UFOs, so it's gonna be a utter destruction, man. That's gonna burn up everything that you see here, man. Because like I say, this devil, he defiled almost everything. It's a boundary that these devils can't go. The Lord Yahweh, he has a bounds that these devils can't cross. So they ain't got the whole earth. They nearly, but the Lord Yahweh, he has a set boundary that these devils can't go too far. But Lord Yahweh not gonna destroy everything here. Everything gonna be destroyed here in America. Babylon Great, and different countries gonna get hit with missiles. It's gonna be, I said a great destruction, man. That's gonna come upon this wicked rulership, that's ran by the so-called white people, red people, Edomites. So let's see. So off of this, I ain't gonna make this too long. So Proverbs 14:11, the house of the wicked shall be overthrown, but the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. So the house of the wicked, like I said, the wicked, the so-called white people, East Edomites, is gonna be overthrown. And the tabernacle of the upright shall flourish. And who's the upright? Who's the righteous? It's the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites right now. The Lord Yahweh is raising up the elect of the nation of Israel, Israelites, the men of the Lord, the apostle Elzebur, brother Great Millstone, house of David. Hopefully I'm part of the righteous number. Hopefully I'm part of that. The house, that righteous house. The righteous, the righteous number. And to be delivered though. But that's what you're seeing now in these times. You're seeing the Lord Yahweh, he got the apostles and elders, and the men of the Lord, the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American men, teaching his word and condemning and prophesying the downfall of the so-called white man East Sodomite's world, his kingdom. So you're seeing the flourishing of this truth, man, and these devils can't hide from it, man. The time of the rulership is at an end, man. So, Lord Yahweh gonna return and remove these devils out of their power seat. In the near future, when it comes, it's gonna come. It's like Scripture says, shall come to pass. So with that, then we mentioned also again, I like about praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sister brothers, to the few sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahweh keep finding that say shalom.